Assalamu alaikum, dear student. I do hope that you are safe and sound at home. Yesterday, in our last previous lecture, we have done 15 MCQs. Today, we are going to finish this MCQs. This is lecture number 26. I'll just briefly remind you what we have done yesterday. There are dash planets in our solar system. How many? You do know? 8. A dash planet does not have a clear orbit, which is that one dark planet. It is far away from the sun, our solar system especially. The dash orbits around the Earth, moon orbits around the Earth. Earth takes dash hours to complete one rotation on its axis 24. Likewise, this down a magnet can attract what? Iron. A thing made of steel or iron. There are invisible force around a magnet is called, what is it? Magnetic field. And the last one, 15, the largest planet of the solar system is, what is that one? Jupiter. And today we are number 16. Number 16. The path of the planet is, the path of the planet is orbit, equator, hemisphere. Number 1, orbit, equator, C, hemisphere. Hemisphere. As you know that one, the part of the planet, this is our solar system. Around it we have got these invisible line called orbit, and this is what we see, have planet, and this is the path, and that is called orbit. What is it called? Orbit. Orbit is the correct answer. Number 17, which object gives off its own light? Which objects gives off its own light? What is that one? We have got the option: stars, moons, planets. A, stars, B, moons, C, planets. We have read about that ones, that planets have no light, and moons, it revolves around the orbit of the planet. And this one, stars, sun is a star. That's why we say this object gives off its own light. Number 18. There are about dash moon-made satellites in space today. There are about dash man-made satellite. Man-made satellite. Man-made satellites in space today. Space today. How many? Number 1, 2,500, B, 3,000, C, 3,500. 3,500. This is our Earth. This is around 8 here. We have satellite. How many in numbers? 3000 in number. How many in numbers? 3000 in number. You know satellite, it takes from here signal and return back to this side. That is satellite. Number 19. Look, this one, number 19 on the board. The most important gas in air. The most important gas in air is nitrogen, carbon dioxide, and the last one C, oxygen. It's very simple. If you contract this sentence, the most important gas in air is oxygen. Without oxygen, you can't survive. Without oxygen, you can't live alive on the surface of the earth. That's why it is very important gas in an air. Next one, number 20, the material through which electricity through which electricity cannot pass is called what? A circuit, insulator, conductor. Circuit, B insulator, and conductor. C. We have read about this one in chapter magnet, in chapter, yes, circuit, insulator and conductor. You must be aware of this one. We talked about this one in details in that particular sort of chapter, circuit. The electricity pass through conductor, it cannot pass through insulator. Insulator means like we have plastic, rubber, wood, and the things made of iron or steel, that is called conductor, through which the electricity pass through, it is called conductor. 21. Electricity which makes along wire is called electricity which moves along wire, which moves along wires is called, what is it? Electric current. electric current. B, flex circuit, flex, and C, circuit. Electricity which moves along wire is called electric current. In circuit we have read about this one. Flex as a cover or made of a plastic. 22. Which thing has a thin layer of plastic on the outside? Next one. It is an example of conductor. It is an example of conductor. It is an example of conductor. Number A, steel, plastic, wood. Steel, you can write here metal also. Metal, plastic, and C is wood. If you know about this one, conductor, electricity pass through these kind of material very easily. That is called conductor. Metal, plastic, and wood. It's an example of insulator. 23. It is an example of an insulator. It is an example of an insulator. What is that one? We have got the option like plastic, steel, water. Plastic, B, metal or steel, and C, water. The material in which electricity cannot pass through, that is called insulator. And this one, plastic. In metal and water and air also, electricity passes through it easily. Magnet trains run in dash. Maglev trains run in dash country. There are so many countries, advanced country, maglev train. I told you about maglev train. What is that one? Magnetic levitation, if you remember this one. In which country? Here, Japan, Sudan, Somalia, Japan, B, Sudan, C, Chad, like this. Okay, in Japan, China, like this one in India also, maglev trains run through in Japan. 25. Dash material are attracted to magnets. Material are attracted to magnets. We have got the option some, B, all, C, none of them. None of them. What is the sentence? Dash materials are attracted to magnets. Some materials, all materials, none of them. We have here conductor and insulator. Some materials are attracted to magnets. Remember this one. Like things made of steel or iron, they attract to the magnets easily. Plastic, rubber, wood, they cannot attract. A magnet power is dash at the poles. A magnet power dash at the poles. What is this? We have got the option strongest, weaker, medium. Weaker, medium, C, strongest. Weaker, medium, strongest. We have strongest at the poles. This is the answer. North and south pole side. This one we have already studied that one. This is north and south. This side magnet has got a strongest power. Its magnetic power is strongest rather than this side and this side. A battery cell has dash in it. A battery cell has dash in it. What is it? Number one, chemicals, oxygen, carbon dioxide. Chemicals, B, oxygen, C, carbon dioxide, like this one. In circuit, we have studied about what cell. This is battery cell. It has what I told you earlier in this particular sort of lecture, chemicals. It has got chemicals. A battery cell has chemicals in it. Number 28. A circuit is added to an electric current to flow. A circuit is needed for an electric current to flow. A circuit, a dash circuit. A circuit is needed circuit for an electric current to flow, for an electric current to flow, number A, complete, incomplete, none of them. Complete, B, incomplete, C, none of them. Here a complete circuit, this is the answer. Complete circuit is needed for an electric current to flow. As I earlier told you, in this particular chapter circuit, we had this one, like this one bulb, and if here, and that circuit is incomplete, it is incomplete, then bulb cannot lit it, cannot be lit it. Which is the dwarf planet? Which is the dwarf planet? Number 1, A, Pluto, B, Neptune, and C is Venus, like this, Venus. As I earlier told you, this is our solar system, Sun, around it we have got the forest, what we say, planet over here, we got Pluto. This one, it is not in our solar system, but it is very far away from our solar system, from the Sun. That's why it seems to be very small. It can be seen in a small way. That's why we say this is the dwarf planet. Dwarf means small. Number 30. This one. The material through which electricity can pass. Material through which electricity can pass. Can pass through it. What is that one? Material through which electricity can pass through it. Can pass like this. Can pass. What is this? Insulator. B, conductor. And C, circuit. earlier we have this statement before, material through which electricity cannot pass insulator, through which this one pass can pass, like what metals, the things made of steel or metal, that is a good conductor of electricity. That's why conductor is correct. Okay, dear student, that's all for today. I give you homework. This is your homework. Write MCQs and learn them. Learn them. Write MCQs in your notebook and learn them. This we have got 30 MCQs. Learn them in a very good way. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed today's lectures and try to work hard, because there will be coming what is the points test series along with after that one. When we finished our course for second term, you will have to attempt, you will have to take part in your second term. Work hard at home. If you face any sort of difficulty, contact to me, or if you have got any little person at your home, take help from them. Wish you all the best. Allah Hafiz.